Why, hello there! Casey here, bringing you week 10 of the vlogging Eagles. As you can see, I'm not wearing my fourth cool shirt from Anime North. It's in the laundry, I apologize, I promise to wear it in a future video. Today I'll be bringing you the final part of 99 questions. So let's get started! Number 67. Peanuts or sunflower seeds? I don't really like either, although I love peanut butter. In a way, I kind of detest sunflower seeds. When my brother was younger, he used to eat sunflower seeds all the time, and he'd spit out the shells and he'd leave the shells in cups, and he'd just leave the cups all over the house. It was not the most pleasant surprise if you came across one of those cups, let's just say that. Number 68. Ever heard of the group Trebian? 1 second. According to Google, is it a music group? Number 69. Ever taken dance lessons? I have, actually. When I was 7 years old, my mother signed me up for this split ballet and tap dance class. The place where I took all my dance lessons is Dance Place in Welland. A few years after that, I can't remember how old I was, but I was definitely in grade school. I took 4 more years of dance lessons. Technically, I only really went for 3 of them. The 4th year, I just was tired. I was done with it. I just didn't show up to any of my classes. How it works at Dance Place is they do a dance recital every other year, and they don't really have their own stage, so they use the auditorium at Centennial High School, which is where I would end up going to high school later. So in the time that I was taking jazz dance lessons, I had 2 recitals that I participated in. My mother actually has a photograph of me in one of my jazz dance recital costumes. It's in a big 5x7 frame and it's right on top of her desk. I have tried to get her to move it for years because I hate that picture, but no dice. Number 70. Is there a profession you picture your future spouse doing? Nothing really specific. I plan to pursue a career that I'm going to be very passionate about. I guess the only things I really care about is 1, if my husband is stably employed, and 2, if they have a job that they just like and are also passionate about. So other than that, I'm not picky. Number 71. Can you curl your tongue? I can't actually, not even a little bit. I'm tongue-tied actually, look. I'm sorry if that grosses any of you out. I've never exactly had the guys lining up the block for my makeout skills, let's leave it at that. Number 72. Ever won a spelling bee? I haven't actually. My school never really had any sanctioned spelling bees. I think that's a bigger thing in the States, at least if the movie Aquila and the Bee is to be believed. Lots of bees in that sentence. Bee. Number 73. Have you ever cried because you were so happy? I'm sure I have in the past. When I was little, I was quite the crybaby. Although there was one time, it was at Christmas, not too many years ago. How it works at my house at Christmas is we open gifts here. It's just me and my mom now. It used to be my brother, but he's moved out. We open gifts here, and then we go over to my grandmother's house on my mom's side. I remember a few years back, I was kind of obsessed with the idea of wanting to learn the violin, and this Christmas was about a year after that, so it definitely came as a surprise. My grandmother gave me my first violin, and it is still the violin that I use today. I don't know what it was, I was just so touched by this gift. I nearly cried, but I didn't actually cry. I welled up for sure, but no tears were shed. Number 74. Own any record albums? And number 75. Own a record player. My dad was the one that was really big into the records, and he had his own record player, and I'm pretty sure one Christmas we got him one of those record players that plugs into the computer and converts the record music into MP3s. He took all that when he left. Number 76. Do you regularly burn incense? I do not. I don't care for the smell, and I'm afraid to burn pretty much anything. Number 77. Ever been in love? Wow, first question to really make me hesitate. Okay, I am going to be completely honest with you guys, forever and always, but because of the sensitive nature of this question, I'm probably gonna have to be a little bit vague. I am sure I have the capacity to be a vindictive, evil, crazy ex-girlfriend if I really wanted to be, but I have no desire to be that person. Not to mention, the internet is forever, and I don't want to say something untrue or stupid that will hurt other people's feelings and that are just caused from unresolved issues. As to the question at hand, I thought I was once. It took a few months after I was out of my most serious relationship to really be objective and realize what was going on the other time while I was in love or whatever I was. And you know what? It sucks to realize that you've been gullible or idiotic for an extended period of time, but live and learn, right? Number 78, who would you like to see in concert? And number 79, what was the last concert you saw? Well, I have never been to a concert before, as I have said in a previous video. I think in a perfect world, somebody that I would absolutely love to see in concert would be Newton Faulkner. He does vocals and he plays the percussion guitar and he is amazing. He has a lot of songs with very funny lyrics as well, so I think going to see one of his shows live would be very entertaining.
Nothing to drink, I don't think. Okay, well maybe a glass of wine, but nothing that would loosen my mind to the point of seeing what I'm seeing in the sky. Whoa, an alien being, my mind can't make sense for what I'm seeing. It's beginning to take control, so I better watch out for the anal probe. We got UFO. Hello. I'm gonna master all kinds of kung fu. I'm gonna live inside a tiny zoo. I'm gonna grow myself a giant afro. I'm gonna go. Stay by a church with a church bell ringing, and a nun comes out and she looks at my face and goes, oh, she goes, observant in yellow and Taurus is he. Hypnotical novelty, something you wish. And the relevant action dropped like a first.
Of course, Newton Faulkner is from the UK, and while he has done a couple shows in the States, I think it is very unlikely that he would ever do a tour anywhere in Canada. Somebody else that I would like to see in concert that I'm actually likely to see in concert at some point, that would be the Pretty Reckless.
I'm waiting for my man on Hollywood and so fine. I'm getting tired in the LA sun. I'm on New York time.
As I mentioned in my last video, the lead singer of the Pretty Reckless, Taylor Momsen, is a face claim that I've been using in role-playing for many, many years. Seeing a face claim in person would probably be one of the freaking coolest things ever, but that's only part of the reason why I'd want to see one of their shows. Their music really pushes boundaries, and I like that. Plus, every single member of that band is extremely talented. Not to mention, Taylor Momsen pays homage to Cherie Currie in the way that she dances and the way she dresses on stage. She's kind of my idol in that way. I remember one year we went to Clifton Hill for my 19th birthday party. I kind of tried to dress a little bit provocative as well. I wore a black slip instead of a shirt one year, and I had these black skinny jeans and my leather jacket and, just for the hell of it, a really bigger push-up bra. I actually caught my friend's younger brother staring at me when I took off my jacket. That was priceless. Number 80, hot tea or cold tea, and number 81, tea or coffee. Unfortunately, I like none of those. I know, I'm a freak with food, I've heard it before. Caffeine-wise, I don't really drink anything stronger than Orange Crush. Number 82, sugar or snickerdoodle? Sugar cookies, absolutely. My grandmother on my mother's side makes these sugar cookies every year around Christmas time, and I love them. That is the one thing I look the most forward to eating every year at Christmas. Number 83, can you swim well? Pretty well, well enough. I certainly wouldn't really be worrying about my safety if I just got dropped into the middle of a lake somewhere. Number 84, can you hold your breath without holding your nose? I can, but not for too long, because, you know, I'd die. Number 85, are you patient? I can be patient. I absolutely have patient moments. Doesn't mean I'm patient all the time though. Number 86, DJ or band at a wedding? You know what? Why not both? I say cut costs on flowers or the cake or something and just double up on the music. Of course, this is being spoken from someone that knows nothing of wedding costs, so ignore me. Number 87, ever won a contest? I did once. In grade 8, I won a songwriting contest, and part of my prize was that I got to sing my song over the PA for the entire school to hear. Yeah, it wasn't much of a prize. Number 88, ever had plastic surgery? Nope, no I have not. Number 89, which are better, black or green olives? Again, I don't eat either, but I know my friends like one of those kinds of olives on their pizza. Can't remember which one it is though. They definitely like one over the other. Number 90, can you knit or crochet? No, I cannot. I tried to learn how to knit once, it just didn't take. Number 91, best room for a fireplace. I think anywhere that I play video games or I'm on the computer, because in the winter my hands just get so freaking freezing that I can't move my fingers very well. At my Uncle Mike and Aunt Kathy's house, whom I'm going to visit again in July, they have a fireplace in what they call the Jane Austen room, because it's got these pretty yellow walls, and that's where they do the majority of their TV watching, and they watch a lot of BBC specials. That's also where the sofa bed is, so that's the room I got to stay in when I went to visit them during reading week. Having a fireplace where you sleep is freaking amazing, especially in the winter. It is just so great. Number 92, do you want to get married? And number 3, if married, How long have you been married? No, I am not married at the moment. I'm a little too young to be all that worried about marriage at this point in my life. I do know that when all else fails, I absolutely do want to get married. I don't really have any clue behind when that will be or who the lucky guy is, but I'm in no rush, so I guess we'll see. Number 94, who was your high school crush? Damn, why did it have to be high school? I would love to talk about my grade school crush. Now there is an interesting story. Not that it would matter if I told it anyway, my grade school crush is currently out west working for the summer, at least according to his Facebook page. And no, I do not Facebook stalk my grade school crush, he is legitimately my friend on Facebook. Okay, anyway, back to high school. I can't say I had too many crushes. I think the only one I really had was in grade 12, and I actually had a crush on one of my friends. That only lasted a few weeks, and thank God, I have come to learn that no matter how old you are, having crushes are tedious and just exhausting. Number 95, do you cry or throw a fit in order to get your way? I do not anymore. I assume I threw a tantrum or two as a kid, though I can't clearly remember one. Number 96, do you have kids? And number 97, do you want kids? I am not a mother at the moment, no. As for wanting kids, I talked to a friend of mine about this recently, actually. You cannot assume that I want kids just because I'm a female. I'm not 100% sure I even want kids, at least not in the way I'm sure that I want to get married and in how sure my friends are, at least a lot of my friends, that they want to have kids in the future. I guess one thing I know for sure that if I ever did decide to bring a child into the world, I would have to be 100% certain about it, otherwise it's not happening. Number 98, what is your favorite color? That would be orange. And number 99, do you miss anyone right now? No, not particularly. Not really anyone I can say I miss at the moment. Alright, that is the last of the 99 questions. One more thing I have to say before I go. Like a lot of the other vlogging eagles are doing, I have something I am going to be sending out. It is something that I picked up at Anime North for all of you lovely eagles. I'm going to be sending them out next week. There's actually an answer to one of these questions I need to find out before I can send them away. As to what the surprise is, I'm not going to tell you, but I will give you one small hint. Attached to the message that is going to be on these surprises, I am going to put one of these. These are scratch and sniff stickers. I got them from work. They are amazing. These ones are chocolate and these ones are grape. I personally prefer grape, but if any of you vlogging eagles want a specific one, let me know and that will be the one I attach to your mail. I am also sending one of these out to my pen pal, which is going to be amazing. Okay, the link to my Twitter and my page on IGGPPC is in the description below. See you guys next week.
SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants,